Hi, you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share. This is the second cat journal I've ever done in my junk journal career. But that was the commission. That's what this individual wants is a cat themed, colorful, artistic. This person paints, and it ended up being very colorful for sure. So anyway, I altered this journal. I didn't like the title, so I'm trying a new thing. I just lined it with paper so I don't have to see the title. I've come to realize in my super hippy dippy self that I kind of believe that the book that I choose, I guess the title infects or affects what's inside. So I try to have positive titles, and I try to sometimes have it be kind of a hint at what's inside. And so, yeah, I pass a lot of books by because of their titles, which is weird. With that being said, I did inherit a bunch of these books from a friend of mine, and beggars can't be choosers, so I am utilizing some that don't have great titles. So there you go. I have got the front and back covers collaged, and there's just lots happening there. Lots of dyed paper towels, and of course a cat image, lots of painty papers, color references. And then on the back, it's the same thing, just a collage, and of course this cute Puss in Boots illustration, super cute. So there's my covered spine this time around, and I do have the tassel that I always put on all of these. A new thing too in the last couple of books has been that I've just been stringing, putting a piece of string through about the center of the book and then adhering the tassel from there. And my reason for that is really that these last sets of books that people have given to me, the spines seem to be very tenuous. So when I go to put my normal little metal here, this one ripped. So I basically just took it down to where the spine meets the paper, and did my little trick there with the spine and attached the tassel. But yeah, some new things happening. This, I didn't think I'd be able to do another cat book. I was kind of surprised. But when I really went through my supplies, of course I have lots of kids books, and a lot of those kids books, particularly nursery rhymes and things of that sort, make use of cats. So anyway, it's filled with lots of children's illustrations, and I love them. I think they're great. So let's just do a quick flip through. You guys know by now I have lots of spaces for tuck spots, lots of pockets. Make use of old scrapbook paper that people give to me, wrapping paper, list pads, more children's illustrations. Look at, I love how they kind of capture in the illustration the way that a cat's so kind of lanky and looks like a rolling field or something, but the way that they kind of sit and their little shoulder bones poke up. I think it's great. Anyway, and because a lot of these were kids' images, I felt it was appropriate to use in a coloring book that I got. Somebody had already colored on some of the pages, so I included that. Flip out area to write. This cool 70s book, I think it was on gardening, indoor gardening, but there's a little orange cat there hanging out. Some painty paper. There's another cute little illustration. List pad. This was a coffee filter that was dyed. Calendar page. Playing card. This is a book I got in a thrift store on writing proposals. So I included that in there. Also did lots of black and white images to kind of offset, children's books, of course, are like really colorful, and they're usually primary colors. So I thought, every once in a while having a black and white image would kind of quiet that down. ATC. Yeah, just lots of children's books. I have this scrapbook paper that's kind of grungy. This little kids book illustration, kind of all done in browns and blacks. I like the way that looks. Some sheet music. This was the front of a greeting card. This one's really pretty. This little girl, probably in a barn with the cats. Some painty paper. It's probably one of my favorite painty papers I've ever received in Happy Mail. I just think it's really pretty. A quote of this little kid and his kitty. And up above there's a little flip out days of the week list pad. Cat and the owl. We have a painty paper pocket. This is some eco paper where you bundle things together along with leaves and twigs and so on, and it makes this really beautiful paper. This is from one of my favorite books in my collection, wherein kids do illustrations of things, and so I am particularly taken by kids' images of cats. I think they're pretty cool. Every so often there's a little homage to the fact that she paints, so and most of these are in primary colors, so I think it works. Another playing card. There's another reference to her being a painter. Some quotes. It's a book on things to do for kids to do. So hey kids, why don't you go out and practice knitting? This pretty painty paper. Just lots of just amazing images in kids' books. This is one of my favorites. Apparently these two kids are outside the door. They're in a little crib. Somehow their hands and the cat have gotten paint on them. Apparently it says the mother painted the house, and I think that cat caused some troubles. Here we've got some painty paper, some more painty paper that came from an envelope that somebody sent me. These cute little kids here. I'm sure that could be considered weird to some that I collect kids' books when I don't have kids, but I've always been taken by them, and I'm sure if I had a kid, I'd probably need it would need its own library with all the books I would buy. But yeah, just really beautiful images. I'm really taken by them. This is from a really, really old book of trippy images where somebody sort of dresses these cats up, and there's a huge narrative of them. I'll have to do a flip through of that book sometime, but the cats kind of look shell-shocked, and they're probably like circus animals where they're like, stop handling me, I just want to be a cat. But anyway, they're dressed in clothing and doing human type things. Very bizarre little book. This comes from a music book that has these really beautiful images, and they're all like this. Like every single color scheme is hot pink and yellow and orange, and I just love this book. So I was glad to find a little cat in there. This dad and daughter moment. They're both kind of creepy, but you know. Kids book, nursery rhymes, kids book, you know, yarn. Of course, everybody associates yarn with cats. And another kid's illustration of a cat. Children's book, library pocket from some encyclopedias that had been discarded. More eco paper. There's another image from that cool, trippy music book I was talking about. Some more yarn or twine. Another painting reference. A little pocket. I think I had 2 pieces of scrapbook paper in my collection that had any reference to cats, and this is one of them. This poor cat here. And this cat, this was in the back of a National Geographic, and it's true that monkeys seem to really like cats, and so included that. We have this conversation going on between this cat, or 2 cats. And here's the second of the scrap papers that had cats on them. I think it's pretty cool. Little scrappy, skinny cats. And then there's a third illustration from the sheet music book. See, it had images like that. I left that alone. She can cover it over with something if she wants to. And here's another image from that really old book with where the kittens are posed. I'm sort of diametrically opposed to having them been posed and so on, but at the same time, of course, they're adorable AF. So anyway, that's the end of it. Ended the book with a little maze here. The kitten getting to the yarn, of course. Of course, I've got my little tassels here that I've made with paper clips. And I did actually find one tiny scrap of ribbon that had cats, so of course I put that in there. And then I've got 3 little altered paper clips that are made up of buttons. So anyway, that's the scoop. I'm getting ready to deliver it to her now, and so hopefully she'll enjoy that. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and hopefully you're having a great day. Bye-bye.